Hey, what's up, guys? This video is not meant to be long, but it would not surprise me if it turns out to be kind of lengthy. I said in the video that I did, Brook versus Spence, the arrogance of Team Spence. I said that I was curious as to if Kell Brook or Dominic Ingle would show up at Wembley Stadium at Joshua Klitschko, and if they would be making any statements like Spence and James did at the Porter Berto fight. And it appears to me they did not go to Wembley Stadium. I have looked at these guys' Twitter. I saw no pictures. I saw no interviews on YouTube of these guys. Looks like these guys stayed away, man. Which I am impressed with, and I am thankful for. you know, it showed to me. It shows that these guys are focused. They did not take out time to travel. Have some fun time, some getaway time. That they are 100% focused on winning this fight on May 27th. They are not backstage giving interviews. Now, like I said, I know Derrick James had to be at that fight because he coached Charlo. But, Spence did not have to be. He could have stayed in Texas, saved the travel on his body. He could have stayed in Texas and enjoyed the fight there. But he went to this fight. And some people might say, well, maybe Showtime asked him to show up. Well, you just got to tell Showtime you can't do it. You don't want to travel. You got to stay in camp and prepare. So I typed in. I wanted to know how far Sheffield was from London. Driving time was like 2 hours and 48 minutes, if I remember correctly. 2 hours and 48 minutes. So it's not a big drive if they wanted to go enjoy this event. I'm pretty sure they could have got on the plane and got there a little quicker. So I'm glad these guys stayed away. Like I said, I kind of figured this would happen. Shows the championship experience. Not putting any bulletin board material out there. Staying away, staying focused. All right, as opposed to Team Spence. You know, yeah, these guys. The things that I'm about to reference. I don't think anything that has happened in the last day or two, but I think it was around certainly when the Boxing Voice was out there during the media day. I think they were out there the day after, and they just uploaded some interviews from that time. That was last week, a couple of days ago. So, um, but first, I just came across this barbershop conversations upload by Convo W with Derrick James about my concerns with Errol Spence. All right. He is talking about a conversation that he had at like 3 a.m. in the morning with Derrick James in the hotel lobby. And which I don't know if Derrick James necessarily wanted this on the record, but hey, I'm glad the guy was talking about it. And one of the things he said that Derrick James said was the reason Jermell Charlo was so good was because he sparred Errol Spence. Once again, giving Errol Spence so much credit. He is the reason that Charlo looked good. He is the reason Charlo was great. Why can't Charlo be good or great on his own? Why does that credit have to be contributed to Errol Spence? So once again, putting this guy up on the pedestal, guiding him up, as I've said, man, making him out to be the ultimate. Like he is a master at 27 with only 21 fights. Okay, now on to the boxing voice and what Derrick James said. Um, let's see, what is that titled? Derrick James breaks down Brook versus Spence, and then in quotes it has "you can't," and I'm not sure what the rest says. All right. I keep hearing this talk of them working on the clinch. Not just in this video, but I've heard in other videos as well. I'm glad that they are preparing for this supposed clinching that they are expecting that I do not expect to happen. That just because Kell Brook was clinching Sean Porter does not mean he is going to clinch Errol Spence. Sean Porter, as we know, likes to bull rush in, and Kell did what he had to do to neutralize it. He tied him up. Burrow was unable to do it, and look at what happened to him. you know, he got stopped for the second time in his career. He suffered numerous headbutts. So yeah, but I'm glad they are preparing for clinching, because while they're wasting time on that, I think I truly believe it's a waste of time. Kell will not be looking to clinch Errol Spence. He's gonna be looking to land bombs on Spence and knock him out. All right. He says that they are sparring cruiserweights and heavyweights. Well, he didn't say that, but he said they sparring guys 190 pounds, 200 pounds, 215 pounds, 185 pounds, you know. And hey, I'm glad. Good job, guys. And, why are they sparring these such heavy guys? He's talking about they can't find welterweights that I guess they can hang with Errol Spence, why waste time and all this and that. But then he contradicts himself in a few minutes later. I'm gonna get to that in a minute here. All right, the guy says is it what is this? The guy asks, "Are people underestimating Brook because of GGG?" And he had a very slow and a very hesitant response, man. Like he did not know what to say. Um, I got that vibe when he was talking about. I guess when they asked him in the beginning they were asking about Kell, what he can do and stuff. He said the typical, 1-2 uppercut stuff. It's pretty much same things that Errol Spence says. I get the feeling, man. This is my opinion. I could be way off, but I get the feeling that Derrick James it just does not do much homework, man. I bet he still has not seen the Porter fight. I bet he has not seen much of Kell at all. I'm wondering how much of the Triple G fight he saw, because when they asked him about it, he didn't seem to know what to say. He could not fire off a quick answer, unless his slow, hesitant response was another way of him saying that he don't believe Kell is that good. Which again, if he's saying that, that's a mistake also. He said, let's see, what did he say? He was Once he started answering the question, he mentioned Sugar Ray Leonard and how he, went up to middleweight and beat Hagler. Okay, and he said that he figured that Kell did, fought Triple G because he figured he could, outquick him and outbox him. All right. He said that speed. Kell had speed because he was a smaller guy. All right. He said that smaller guys have a speed advantage over bigger guys. All right, so if that's the case, what benefit is it of them sparring heavier guys? Because Kell is going to be moving faster than these cruiserweights and heavyweights that they are sparring. That's a fact. Maybe they are big moving punching bags for Errol Spence, but the speed difference is going to be rather large, I would say. Kell is not going to be moving like a 200 pounder. So uh I think them sparring those heavy guys is a detriment to them. But hey, like I said, I'm glad they're doing it, and keep doing it. Congrats, man. Thank you. Okay. Um what he said, you can't run out of gas in 4 to 5 rounds. He is trying to say that Kell Brook ran out of gas in 4 to 5 rounds with Triple G. You know, is he telling on himself? Did he watch the fight? I did not see Kell Brook gassing out in that fight. At no point did I think he gassed out in that fight in 4 to 5 rounds. In my opinion, he won the first 3 rounds. I had the fourth round even, I believe, if I am remembering correctly. So how was he gassing? That's not what I saw. If anybody was gassing, it was Triple G, who got desperate for a stoppage, who knew he was getting that work, and he wanted to come out and get Kell out of there, with the quickness. And hell, if Kell could have stayed in the fight, Triple G probably could have punched himself out, you know. But yeah, he was off on that, man. What fight are you watching, Derek? All right. And he said we fought Bundu months after Thurman, not years, months. Well, you're wrong, Derek. You are wrong. If I remember correctly, Keith Thurman fought Leonard Bundu in December of 2014. You guys fought Leonard Bundu in August of 2016. That is 20 months, almost a full 2 years. So, no, you did not fight Leonard Bundu a mere months after Keith Thurman did. Way off. All right. So that's pretty much it on what he said in this interview. Then they also had like a 17-minute and 8-second interview. The Boxing Voice, Errol Spence Jr., me and Floyd Mayweather Jr. are, I think he said they neck and neck or something because of the way they train or something. Putting himself on level with Floyd. Okay, but not really much disparaging remarks from Spence in this video. Um, my only criticism of him in that video is, as the reason I'm doing this video, and I'm thankful for these guys, the championship and experience. I think they are talking a bit too much. They're giving away a bit too much. Their mindset, game plan, etc., etc. I thought Spence said, numerous things talking about how he's training, what he's expecting, etc., etc. Just putting it out there for Team Brook to see. Thank you. We thank you for the information. And on the flip side, as I said in the video talking about the arrogance of Team Spence, we are not hearing much from Kell Brook and Dominic Ingle. These guys are not on camera doing interviews. If they are, I'm not seeing them. I'm not coming across them. They are not putting out much bulletin board material, nor giving away any training camp secrets. No cameras in training camp. I'm not seeing any footage of Kell Brook, preparing for this fight. So, I'm glad these guys are doing what they're doing. Thank you. We all can see and hear what's going on. Get your mindset. Talking about things doing in camp, what you expect in the fight, what you're gonna do in the fight. Uh, Thank you. That's all I gotta say. And as I figured to close, man, these guys, Kel and Dominic, did not go to Wembley Stadium. I do not believe, as far as I know, they did not go to that fight. The biggest fight in British boxing history, 90,000 people. I'm pretty sure Eddie Hearn would have let them backstage, if they wanted to show up. With these guys, not putting travel on their body, stayed at home and watched it. I'm assuming, and not doing any interviews, not giving away any game plans, no bulletin board material, nothing like that. Championship experience, guys. I figured these guys would stay away and be quiet, and they did, and I salute them and thank them. And hey, Team Spence, hey, just keep doing the things that you are doing. I believe it will lead to a Team Brook victory on May 27th. Thanks for watching.